AITA for telling my fiancée to leave the house after what she did to my daughter's BF? So my fiancée just moved in with me and my daughter, 16. I'm working on syncing our routines and informing her of everything we do around the house. I forgot about my daughter boyfriend who comes over usually every Tuesday and Thursday. Basically he has basketball. I pick up him and my daughter from school, drop them both off, and they walk back to the house together because I have to go back to work. I hadn't told my fiancée this, however she does know she has a boyfriend, she just doesn't know the schedule we have. She has never met him yet. They got home before I did and watched a show on the couch in the living room and fell asleep. They were fine until my fiancée walked in and blew her shit. She ripped the covers off of them, telling him to get the fuck up and get out before she calls the cops, grabbed my daughter from her spot, started accusing him of doing things not consensually. Even after my daughter profusely told her that she is her boyfriend, she just said that my daughter was covering up for him, and decided to get him out of the house without any of his stuff and throwing insults to his appearance. My daughter told me, I reviewed the video I have on the camera so I know that this is true. I talked to my fiancée about this and she said that it's my fault for not telling her. I said that she should have stopped when my daughter told her and at the very least read the room. If she was covering up for him, does she really think they'd be in the living room? With a camera? And not at all trying to hide him anywhere when they heard her come in? I said that she was an adult and handled this situation with ridiculous immaturity, and acted on impulse. She tried saying that she was just looking after my daughter, but I said that that's not looking out for her, and she acted like a child about this and not an adult. I said to review what she did. She got a child out from his seat, accused him of doing something with no knowledge of what actually happened and no proof whatsoever that that did happen, then force him out the door, and yelling at him with insults. That sounds pretty immature to me. She kept saying she was just trying to help, and me saying what would forcing a child out of the house with no resource to transportation, then accused him of very serious accusations, then made completely rude and disrespectful remarks about his appearance. His parents came over and had requested she not be there. I asked my fiancée to leave while they came over or I could find a spot halfway to meet. My fiancée got pissed that I told her to leave while they were over, saying I was kicking her out of her home, though I did say that if not, I can clearly meet them halfway. However, her argument is that I put her in a spot to look like an asshole even after all of this if she says no, and I knew what I was doing with that question and pressuring her out of the house. If you need to have the police nearby just in case things do take a turn. Depending on where you live, you can probably call their non-emergency line and explain the situation and ask them to come. I live in a very small town and the police by me would have no problem doing that to make sure everyone is safe. Also, if you need to, I bet you can ask your daughter's boyfriend's parents to keep her at your house when you plan on telling your fiancé. Plus it sounds like you have cameras in your home, so if you grab all of her stuff when she isn't home and leave it in a room with a camera, then tell her everything in front of it, you would have proof that you didn't do anything to her also. Just please stay safe. AITA for uninviting my MIL from Thanksgiving because she refuses to eat my cooking? This year I, 32F, am hosting Thanksgiving at my house and I have been working all month on coming up with the menu and testing all my recipes. I am so excited to share my cooking with my family, and my husband, 35M, has been supportive and helpful through all the planning and prep work. I have bought all the ingredients and I have a beautiful variety of dishes planned, both traditional and a few unique additions. Well, today my husband dropped the bombshell on me that his MIL wants to bring her own dinner to eat when she comes over. I asked him why she would need to bring her own food when I will have more than enough here. He just made excuses, saying I know how his mother is a picky eater, and she won't like anything I have prepared. I thought that was ridiculous. I am not making anything unfamiliar to her and there will be plenty to choose from. He argued that her bringing her own dinner would be a good compromise, and I disagree. It will be hugely obvious that she's making a comment on my cooking, and it would be humiliating to have her there eating something completely different in front of everyone. It's like she's trying to make a point of showing that my cooking isn't good enough for her. I think she is being incredibly rude and disrespectful of the time, money, and labor I have put into this upcoming meal. I told him if she can't eat anything here, then she is welcome to stay home and eat whatever she wants. My husband is now calling me insensitive and petty. He says I am ruining the holiday. I don't see it that way. I only want friends and family around who are appreciative and kind. I don't need the negativity of someone rejecting everything I've cooked and insulting my cooking when I've worked so hard. This has truly been a labor of love, and I took on this responsibility to share that love with my family and friends. AITA for not wanting my mill to come if she's going to reject everything I've made? TLDR. My mill is refusing to eat anything I cook at Thanksgiving and wants to bring her own personal meal. AITA for uninviting her? Edit. Because some people are asking. Here's what I plan on serving sad face. First, all the traditional Thanksgiving foods: roasted turkey, stuffing, classic creamy mashed potatoes, potatoes au gratin, sweet potato casserole, green bean casserole, cranberry sauce, roasted carrots, homemade bread rolls with apple butter, roasted squash with goat cheese, honey glazed ham, braised short ribs, spinach, bacon, and feta cheese pies, special lasagna with white sauce, stuffed mushrooms, creamed corn with cheese, and then pecan pie, pumpkin pie, and apple pie for desserts. It's a lot. How can there not be one thing she can eat? Update. OMG, there's a lot of replies. Thank you all for weighing in. I've been reading all your responses and have been thinking a lot, and as much as it hurts my feelings, I think the kill her with kindness route will be the best thing to do. I am so overwhelmed and exhausted, and I just want to have a perfect Thanksgiving for everyone. I will let her know she is welcome and will ignore her and focus on my other guests. I won't let her ruin my day and will be the bigger person. That's what family does, as much as I will be irritated on the inside. Who knows, maybe she will try something and like it. But if she doesn't, that's okay too. I would very surprised if she only brought enough for herself. Her goal isn't to eat a special meal herself, it's clearly to steal the show from Op. That is why I wouldn't invite her at all. If her husband doesn't have the spine to back her now, he definitely won't once Mill shows up with a full turkey dinner. Once she gets the okay to bring anything, she will show up with a turkey. Then she will demand everyone try it. You know, husband and others will take her side and say I don't want to cause a issue and try her food. Then if you give into that, him and mom will take and agree, saying you might as well put your dinner away and just serve his moms to everyone because he doesn't want to cause a issue and they don't need to Thanksgiving meals. Plus there isn't enough room on the table, and according to mom it's better food anyways. Op needs to end this now and not allow her to come. Every step just becomes harder for her to back out of and give mom more opportunity to twist spineless husband to her will.